Well, what's going on, everybody? Live from the shit show of Las Vegas. It's currently where I am. I've got all my blinds up, which is why it's dark, but I don't have it on that window so I can look at the mountains. And I tested it already to see if I move the GoPro, if you guys could see it, and you can't. So I'm not even going to bother showing. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy out here. Big day today in terms of nothing actually being achieved in terms of our political world, really. Hunter Biden was indicted on 3 felony gun charges by the federal government. He's facing a whopping 25 years in prison, none of which he'll actually serve. I don't believe that. I think this whole thing is stupid. However, I was thinking, wouldn't it be interesting if Joe Biden pardoned Hunter Biden and then resigned? I was like, that would be interesting. However, that would also make Kamala Harris the president, and I think I'd rather have Joe Biden than Kamala Harris. I'll be honest. I don't know, but I think so. But yeah, so that was the big news out of today. You know, Biden was giving a speech on his economy at 2:45, or he was scheduled to. So everybody was kind of talking about that. CNN was talking about the impeachment shit and how Donald Trump is. They're saying the impeachment's in retaliation for the Democrats impeaching Donald Trump and blah blah. You know, everyone just trying to make it seem like Joe Biden is not, probably the most corrupt president we've ever had. You know, they're all trying to pretend like it's not the case, which is crazy. Because at some point, and that's why, like, I listened to CNN for about 20 minutes before this, and it was the Anderson Cooper show. And for the 20 minutes that I listened to, and it wasn't the beginning of the show, so they may have talked about the Hunter Biden thing, but they were talking about impeachment and how it's Donald Trump's fault that Joe Biden is going through the impeachment process. But it's not even an impeachment process, because let's be honest, guys, unless you actually believe that unicorns exist, Joe Biden's not going to get. We have a better chance of unicorns existing than Joe Biden being impeached, because it's simply not going to happen. We don't have the votes in the House. Not even really, we don't have a majority. We have a majority in the House, but you already have a number of Republicans who said they're not going to vote for impeachment because they don't see the connection between Hunter Biden's financial malfeasance and Joe Biden. You know what I mean? And to be honest, like, you got to give them that. They haven't really made any concrete connection between Hunter Biden. Sure, Hunter Biden's received a shit ton of money, and other family members of Joe Biden have received a shit ton of money, but there's been no direct evidence presented to anybody, to the American public, that Joe Biden personally received any of those funds. Now, everyone could argue, well, he got the funds because oh, that's weird. He got the funds because of Hunter Biden and all that. That Hunter Biden was giving him the funds. You should put the camera over there. I want to look that way. I don't want to look the other way. Oh yeah. But I like looking. You guys can't see it, but yeah. Let me see if it'll just focus in there. Slowly but surely. Yeah, it doesn't do any justice. You can't see the mountain range. I don't know. I just like looking at it. I find it fun. I actually took a lot of photos and just photos while I was driving here today, coming through Utah and then the little bit in Arizona. Surprisingly, Nevada doesn't have any rest areas. So I'm parked just outside of Las Vegas, about 45 minutes, because I didn't want to drive in. I figured that I wouldn't be able to find parking. I found parking here. I was a little nervous that I wasn't going to be able to stay parking here, but it's good. Someone said, "Man, is that duct tape?" No, are you talking about the? No. So see, I don't have this one up covering that window, but it comes over. It's actually pretty neat, and it works pretty well. We bought it for the RV a long time ago and never actually used it in the RV. All right. Here's a very long comment. Someone said that's the whole point in doing an impeachment inquiry. They have enough circumstantial evidence to be able to dig deeper. So that now this allows them to do subpoenas to be able to get information that nobody wants to give them now. Yeah, but just like the White House, the Biden administration is not required to do any of those subpoenas because they're questioning whether or not this is legal in the first place. Under Trump, when Trump was impeached by the Democrats, when the impeachment proceedings began, Nancy Pelosi did it the same way. She didn't send it to a vote, which it's supposed to go to a vote. It's supposed to go to a vote before it goes to the impeachment inquiry. Kevin McCarthy didn't send it to a vote, although even just 2 weeks ago, he said he wouldn't be sending it straight to the inquiry, that he would follow congressional procedure. But he threw that all out the window because he needed to satisfy Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz and all these other people who want Joe Biden to be impeached. And listen, I want Joe Biden to be impeached too because I think he's an awful, awful president. I think he's a horrible person, just in general. But I want him to be impeached because, the right way. I used to say, I think that a couple of months ago, I actually said that I wanted him impeached. I thought that vehicle just moved. I wanted him impeached because it takes away something from Democrats, because Democrats always talk about how Donald Trump was impeached twice and blah, 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 and all that stuff. And if Joe Biden's impeached, then Democrats don't have that to use. And Democrats are doing the same thing that Republicans did when they were impeaching Donald Trump the first and second time, saying that this is all BS and all that stuff. But yeah, the Hunter Biden stuff is just, I don't know. I heard Comer's statement. Comer issued or, said that this was essentially a cover-up, that they're charging him with this and it has no connection to daddy, Joe Biden. This charge is the only charge that they could charge him with that doesn't have any connection to Joe Biden, and that's why they did it. But it leads you to wonder, like, what is the next step? Are they going to now, because they indicted him, are they going to now offer him another sweetheart deal? Like, at what point? Like, I mean, does anyone actually think Joe Biden's going to go to jail? Do you know what I mean? It's not going to happen. Or that Hunter Biden's going to go to jail? He's not going to go to jail. And it's funny because I heard a lot of people that were on Fox News and CNN that were both saying that this is like out of precedent, that people with these, people that lie on their applications typically are not indicted. They're typically not even charged, which is bullshit. You know what I mean? That's not true at all. And then I heard someone, else say that if Joe Biden, and I would understand if Joe Biden pardons Hunter, that it would make sense. He's his father. You know what I mean? Yeah, low-hanging fruit. That was the analogy that I heard earlier. I don't know, man. It's just more of the same. It's just more of the same, wheeling and dealing in DC. I thought it would be interesting when Joe Biden was late, like always, for his speech today where he was talking about the economy. And I thought it was pretty funny. You know why? Because I listened on Fox News for the first part of the speech, and then Fox News cut away. I was actually pissed because I wanted to hear what lies Joe Biden was going to say. But they cut away from economy speech. So I was like, all right, CNN must be showing this, right? So I switched over to CNN when I was driving on Sirius satellite radio. And XM or CNN wasn't playing his speech either. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, nobody is playing his speech. And then I was like, is that election interference? You know what is election interference? The White House telling the media that they need to, look harder, pay more attention to what Republicans are doing. The White House lawyers yesterday sent an email or a memo out to all media outlets saying they have to scrutinize Republicans for their impeachment and that there's no evidence that this is true. And I mean, that's some Russia, Iran, Korean shit right there, if you think about it. Our government telling the media what they can and can't report. Isn't that why we banned RT in this country? Isn't that why YouTube banned them? Because they were supposedly government, government-run, state-run media. And that's why they kicked them out. So you're better than me because I can't make it through a Brandon speech. It's a bunch of babble and lies. Yeah, I know, and that's why I want to. Because here's the thing: I think it's by design that most media outlets are not playing Joe Biden's speeches. I really do, because if they all play the speeches, then guess what? Then everybody is going to know that Joe Biden is completely and utterly full of shit, and nothing he says is true. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's by design that they don't play his speeches because it allows them to bullshit, I don't, I fucking hate politics, bro. I really do. I do. Someone said Joe Biden will be out of office by the time all this Hunter trial is over. At that point, Beto Joe will not be able to pardon his son. Yeah, but he can do what's called a preemptive pardon. So he could pardon Hunter Biden right now. He could give a preemptive pardon that absolves Hunter Biden of everything. It would stop the impeachment searches. It would stop It would just stop it. It would also end his political career. But the guy's 80 plus years old. Why not just end your political career that way? You know, he can do a preemptive pardon. You know, and I don't know why he doesn't. To be honest with you. Someone said, did the statute of limitations run out on the other Hunter Biden issues? See, that's what I didn't understand. That's what I didn't understand, is because some people are saying the tax cheats, that those cases already outrun the statute of limitations. But apparently Jack Smith just last month in a court filing said that he was planning on charging or pursuing charges on the tax cases with Hunter Biden. But I think what I heard one legal person on one of the news stations saying the way they may be able to do it is tie it into a conspiracy. So, like, if you tie it into a conspiracy, then those become, even though they wouldn't be the underlying charge, I guess, but they would become relevant again. And it would be like you're charging him because you would have the experience. But I wonder who they are going to vote. Or I wonder who they are going to run, because I'll be honest, I have very, very, I do not believe Joe Biden is going to be the DNC nominee. I believe that's what everybody wants. I think that's what Republicans want too. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what I want. Someone said, yes, taxes exceeded statutes. Hannity just confirmed that, and he barely got in on the gun charges before those ran out on the 29th. But yes, but like I was saying, Jack Smith just last month, which would have the tax ones would have already run through. Jack Smith said that he would be pursuing the tax charges. He said that in a court filing in federal court, and that was just last month. I do not believe, the special select attorney or whatever the fuck his title is now. I don't believe that he would say something out of place like that unless it was true. I'm calling BS on the lower charges. I mean, these are all felonies. Someone said, I wonder that too. Are they going to really run Biden? It's so hard to believe, but who are they running? I don't know. Because nobody's really stood forward. And even Hillary Clinton came out today and she said that she also supports Joe Biden, that she's 100% behind Joe Biden. It's kind of interesting because you would think Hillary Clinton would possibly throw in her hat. I've heard some talks about Michelle Obama, that she may do it. I don't know. Someone said, you make it to Vegas. Yeah, I'm 45 minutes out. This is where I'm just going to spend the night. Then drive in the morning. Speaking of driving in the morning, so my wife said I shouldn't say anything because the people watch it. But so maybe I won't. I'm very annoyed with well, I'll tell you just a little bit about the expedited world before I cut back into politics. So everybody knows that. I think from watching this for a while, I hate sitting, right? I just want to drive. That's all I want to do. I don't get paid if I'm sitting. I only get paid when the wheels are turning. When the wheels ain't turning, I ain't earning, as the truckers say. So you would think that if I get assigned a load on Monday to pick up on Tuesday, drive Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, deliver on Friday morning, by the time I deliver that load on Friday morning, you would think I would already have a load pre-booked, right? Apparently I do not, and I don't understand. I don't understand. I called dispatch this morning. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're going to be the only truck in Vegas." And I was like, "Oh great," but there's no outbound freight from Vegas. Again, it doesn't help that I already know the industry pretty good. But then I called dispatch this afternoon again, just letting them know that I'm close. And I talked to another dispatcher, and he's like, "Yeah, we don't typically pre-book anybody unless we see something, something pops up that works. We don't like actively search for it." I'm like, "That is stupid. That is stupid." That's what I thought in my head. I'm like, "That is stupid." Because you know how much time it wastes? And I understand that it's not their trucks. They're not the ones paying for the fuel. I am. So when I sit here idling in 90-degree weather, I'm the one idling. But they don't pre-book, or they don't make an effort to do it. If it pops up and something pops up, then it works. But I'm worried about sitting here all weekend. I really don't want to do that. That's going to put an extremely sour taste in my mouth about doing this whole thing. Because I just don't want to sit all weekend. Just Matt said, "Dude, I didn't always have my trucks pre-booked either. It's tough. It's all freight, unfortunately, unless it's dedicated." What? I never sent trucks anywhere without being pre-booked. Ever. My trucks didn't sit and wait. Ever. And granted, this is a whole different ballgame. I know expedited is different. I hear that all the time. It's different. I understand that. But when I had big trucks, when I had my straight trucks, like the Pilot Freight Services straight truck right there, they always had freight, or they came back empty. That's all they did. Who's your dispatcher service? We don't have a dispatcher service. It is the company. You know? But someone said, "Vegas, you should go to Meow Wolf while you're there if you have free time and don't gamble. Super trippy art experience there called Mega Mart." Yeah, I'm not really into art too much. And to be honest, I got a bunch of homework. Like, I'm taking a course right now that I think we should use, and we should require, all of our Guantanamo Bay detainees to take, which is called geology. It's the stupidest course I've ever taken in my life. It's literally the study of rocks, and nobody gives a shit about rocks, or at least I don't. But it's a requirement. I have to take it. So it's stupid. Someone said, "You doing any poker tournaments?" Nope. Nope. Don't have money. Someone said, "Time to switch companies." No, I mean, this company is great. They have a really good reputation. The one thing I find is that they just don't pre-book. It seems that every day that I get a load, or I deliver a load, I get a load that day, but more often than not, it doesn't pick up till the next day. So someone said, "What am I in school for?" Education. It's probably going to be history to start, and then I'll do the master's in health and physical education. That way I could just start teaching. But I am also going to be applying for my business, my CT business endorsement, which I can do right now. Because then I could just start teaching if I found a business teaching spot, a CT availability. But that would be good. But yeah, the politics stuff, it's just more of the same, I'll be honest. When I heard the news, because they were doing like a border report on Fox News, and they cut in, and then they got the news that Hunter Biden was indicted, and I was like, "That's cool." And then they said what it was charged, or what he was being charged with, and I'm like, "This is fucking bullshit." That's literally what I thought. The only thing that's different is they're actually connecting the charge, which is funny because the judge, when she threw out that sweetheart deal, the judge actually made mention of the fact that they didn't charge him with being in possession of a gun while he was high. Like, she actually pointed that out, because that was not one of the things that he was going to plead guilty to get a sweetheart deal. So now they charge him with that. So his charges, he's got one felony that holds up to 10 years in jail for falsely saying on his background check application that he wasn't addicted to drugs. He then got a second felony that has a 5-year max for lying to the gun store owner about the same thing. And then he got a third felony. The third felony also has a 10-year maximum sentence and a $250,000 fine. The third felony is for being in possession of the gun after he acquired the gun from the gun dealer, lying about the fact that he wasn't a crackhead while using crack or while being a crackhead. Now, a lot of people are arguing the constitutionality of that third charge, not the first and second, because he self-admitted that in the book he wrote. So no matter what, the first and second charges, those are going to stick. Will he give a plea? Well, will they plead him out? Yeah, probably. He's Hunter Biden. He's Joe Biden's son. They're going to plead him out. He's not going to serve a day in jail. I mark my words. But a lot of people are questioning the third charge, which is him in possession of a gun when he was addicted to drugs. A lot of people are challenging that currently. There was one guy I think I heard in Texas that was charged with that, or Florida maybe. He was charged with that federally, and his charge is going up through the federal appeals system right now because he's fighting the constitutionality of that, saying that because he was previously addicted to drugs, it doesn't mean that he goes. They don't want. Oh, they do have a door on the back of that RV. It's a see-through one. That's weird. I've never seen one like that. But they were charging the constitutionality of that charge, which is interesting. You know what I mean? Someone said, I have to come to one before. Oh, you guys are having your own conversations. I don't know what you're saying. But yeah, I mean, that will be interesting. And Fox News was laughing all about it because they're like, oh, if he fights that, then he's going to be fighting against a bill that his dad sponsored. You know what I mean? And all that stuff. Where is this being broadcasted from? Las Vegas. That's where I am now. Las Vegas. Must be nice. It must be nice. You're a Muppet? Huh? You calling me a Muppet? I don't know. Why do we always get like one or two people in here that just don't make sense? Where are the Republicans with the real charges? Unreal? I don't know what you mean. Where are the Republicans with the real charges? I'm trying to decipher what you mean. Do you mean the fact that he hasn't been charged more? That he hasn't been charged for any of the money laundering or the being a foreign agent, like any of those charges? They're still apparently coming eventually. They're just not there yet. Sherry said, you traveling? Yeah, I drive expedited freight. So like I'm in the cargo van now. Behind that curtain I have, well, you can't see. Ready? Boom. Behind that curtain I have expensive like pieces of audio or no video or something. I don't know what the hell it is. Going to one of the casinos on the strip tomorrow morning. But was Hunter addicted when filling out the gun form? Pretty sure he was and might see some jail time. Then his laptop could be entered into evidence. Well, his laptop is likely already entered into evidence. At least the photos that were contained in the laptop are. But again, it doesn't matter. He's not going to see any jail time. That's my belief. You should get a Switch to take us with you. A Switch. What are you talking about for the cameras? There's no like around here because I actually stopped at another truck stop about 30 minutes up the road, but I couldn't even talk to my wife on my phone because the internet was horrible, and this internet hasn't been really good here. I was trying to do my geology homework. And you know why I'm pissed? It's because it's going to be the first course since I've started going to college and I'm going to actually have to read the text message or the textbook. First one. I've never had to. All my years going to college. Never had to because I'm smart. I'm smart. But this fucking course, dude, I don't know anything about rocks or tectonic plates or blah, blah, blah. Wow, that was cool. That was lightning. I hope it rains. It may rain. That was a whole lightning bolt that I just saw there. That was pretty neat. The national news media will continue to whitewash Hunter Biden. Yeah, I don't know. Someone said something about the Hunter Biden indictment makes me think they're trying to Jedi mind something else. No, I don't think so. I think what they needed to do, Jack Smith needed to put this out. He needed to go after Hunter Biden, for one, because the statute of limitations expired at the end of the month on these gun charges, so he had to charge him pretty soon. And secondly, it also, I mean, here's the thing. It's also going to make Joe Biden, when Joe Biden finally speaks about it, because he hasn't yet, when Joe Biden finally speaks about it, there are going to be people that go to bat for him, if that makes sense. It's got a puppy and it's ripping the shit out of the plastic bag. That's funny. But I forgot what I was going to say. What was it? Mark Levin said they are using the charge because all other crimes would require subpoena for his dad. The gun charge is standalone. All other crimes would require subpoena for his dad. No, they wouldn't. No, they haven't. They could charge him with being a foreign agent because he's already received money. When he worked for Burisma, he received payment. He was already in violation of that act, being a foreign agent for another company or another country. That's a chargeable offense. They've already got him on numerous accounts of that, but they haven't done it. April said, "I'm doing DNA stuff in my biology class. It's kind of blowing my mind." Yeah, I took a quiz, and like one of the answers, it's like, figure out how many fucking centimeters the Pacific plate had moved in the past 80 million years. I'm like, 40. And I got it right. And I'm like, what? And then it's like, how'd you get that answer? And I was like, I guessed. I don't know. It's multiple choice. And I guess 40. I don't understand this shit. So I got to read the text. That's what I'm going to do after. I just couldn't do it. I'll be honest, just like yesterday, I was super irritable yesterday. I'm fucking just as irritable today because I don't want to fucking sit here all weekend, and I I firmly believe. Oh, dude, I'm gonna go beat that. I saw him yank on his dog's leash like that. Best be careful, bruh. He's out of my eye shot now. Have you seen any of this evidence? Do you think it's possible they could just be making this stuff up? Are you talking about all the tax stuff? No, I mean, that's all pretty much out there. It's all emails and stuff. But I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen any evidence directly linking Joe Biden. Sure, there's all sorts of LLCs. Sure, it went to virtually every single other member of the Biden family. Sure, you have all this 10% for the big guy stuff and sworn testimony from Hunter Biden's business associates saying the payments were destined for the big guy, which was Joe Biden. Sure, you have all that evidence, but there's been nothing concretely linking Joe Biden to any of these payments, which is why some of the Republicans that are saying they would not be in support of impeachment right now are saying they're not in support of impeachment right now because they haven't seen anything directly linking him to it. And just like Rick said in the chat, that's why the impeachment inquiry is important, because then they can get subpoena power. But if they try to subpoena anything from the White House could make the same argument that the Trump administration did and not go through, not provide any information as part of it under the same grounds the Trump administration did. Because the Trump administration said that they didn't have the authority under Nancy Pelosi to subpoena anything because it wasn't voted on by the House, the full House, to open the inquiry, which is exactly what Kevin McCarthy just 2 weeks ago said he would not bypass. He was not going to be like Nancy Pelosi, and yet that's exactly what he's doing now. Someone said Biden is too far gone. He has no idea what's going on. I swear there's something else going on. No idea what, though. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But yeah, probably. I think he's an old man. He's an old man that deserves, to just go to bed. You know what I mean? He shouldn't have to be put through this. And I don't believe he even has his faculties. I don't think he knows what's going on. And I wonder, too, by the way they handle him and by the way, I wonder if they keep him away from anything negative, like any of the negative press, any of the negative comments. Like, I wonder if his whole press team and all his White House handlers, if they literally keep him away from all the negativity that's going out in the media about how he's too old to be president and stuff like that. I mean, I'll be honest, he's lasted longer than I would have thought already. This is why people get kicked out of truck stops. There's a woman, I just saw her. She came from a vehicle next to here, believe, and maybe not. I'll stop. But they do that asking for money shit, where they're like, "Oh, can I get $10 to cover fuel?" or something like that. But maybe maybe they were together. Because I've seen that it's not a lot lizard or something like that. Not that. But when they go up to you and they're like, "Oh man, I'm out of gas money. Can I get $5 from you for gas money?" And then you're like, "Sure." And then you give them the $5, and then they go buy beer and they sit there and drink it while laughing at you because they don't even have a car. They're homeless. Those people. That's what they are. Someone else said McCarthy continues to be a weak speaker, not good. Fucking said it from the beginning, dude. I said it from the beginning that he was. I mean, you guys remember when we covered that? We covered the whole fucking, the event of when he became speaker. And I was so pissed off because they caved. The Republicans caved. They did. Anyway, if you guys want to support this stream, we haven't received anything today, so we're extremely far away from our goal for the day. If you'd like to support this stream, if you like my little rants and stuff, granted this one's kind of shitty, but yeah, if you guys would be so kind and you want to do a Cash App or Venmo or something like that, you can, and I'll give you a shout out when you do it. I'll give you a shout out. So how about that? Have a special comment that you want me to read on the air? Come on. Someone said, "F them, I'm an a-hole, no dough ho." Oh, you're talking about the person. They walked inside, but I swear she just came from that car. Could have been another lady that was wearing similar clothing, though. Mitch McConnell cannot leave office until after November election. The Democrat governor right now would pick his replacement. That is true. Let me give a big shout out to Erica, the $5 Cash App. She's our top dono for the day. $5. Shout out, Erica. Everyone say thank you, Erica, in the chat. But yeah, if you guys want to support it. Someone said term limits are coming. Here, I heard a really good argument for why term limits will never, ever happen. Because you would need all of these people that are literally sitting in the White House right now. You would need all of them to vote to essentially end their careers. It'll never, ever happen. Turn on the light. It's a little bit better. Do I think the supposed alien bodies are real? No. I don't. I didn't see the pictures. Whee! Deborah is now our top dono for the day with a $25 Venmo. Shout out to you, Deborah. Everyone say thank you, Deborah, in the chat. Deborah. Because, guys, keep in mind that, and I mean it, when I say thank you, say thank you to them, please do. Because they are single-handedly supporting the stream. I know, which is weird because Biden says the economy is doing great. And if the economy is doing so great, this stream I should be swimming in money right now. He says it's doing so great. But it's not. Because he's full of shit. But yeah, if you can support the stream, please do. It would be mucho apreciado. That's how we say that in Spanish. The link should be in your chat right there. I gotta make a sandwich soon. I'm hungry. What else? I'm skinnier. This camera's on a wide angle, but I noticed that. I took a shower today, and I noticed it in the mirror. Getting skinnier. Don't like it. Still big as fuck, but I'm getting skinnier. Don't like it. What other news is there to talk about? There was something I wanted to talk about, and I don't remember what it was. I know there were a bunch of cops injured. I think in Texas there was a DWI, a guy that ran over 4 cops, injuring them, and then I think up in somewhere else there was another cop that was shot today, and a trucker actually pinned the car. A guy that was hauling logs ended up pinning the trucker. You know. Another Deborah with a $15 Venmo. Shout out to that. Becky said, so just read this. Okay, I'll read it if you contribute. No, I'm just kidding. I need more people to do it. I gotta try to do $100 a day doing these live streams. I have to. It's hard too. I'll tell you what. I told my wife too. I said if I somehow made $700-800 today, I would spend it all on gas. And if they don't give me a load tomorrow, I drive this van all the way back to fucking Ohio. Because I am very annoyed that I don't have a load already pre-booked. I am. But let's see. Someone said, so just read this. This is what's scary. According to the unclassified summary made public on September 12th, the tactics intended by China and Russia aim to target our critical infrastructure, which presents a serious danger to the American people. Such strategies have been witnessed before, notably during Russia's invasion of Ukraine. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Matt is not a troll. Matt's a good dude. He's been in here a long time. Yeah, dude, I'll be honest. I don't think Russia or China is the biggest threat America faces right now. I think we are the biggest threat our country faces. And by we, I mean just us. The constant fighting between Democrats and Republicans, the constant sabotaging, the constant encroachments on our constitutional rights. I think, I'll be honest, I think we are the biggest threat we face as a country. I don't think China or Russia or any of the North Korea or Iran. Speaking of Iran, that's what I was going to talk about. What the fuck was Joe Biden thinking? $6 billion plus 5 Iranian fucking prisoners traded for 6 other people, or 5 Americans. Isn't that the craziest fucking thing that you ever heard? $6 billion. Oh, God, dude. It's so stupid because, John Kirby or whatever the fuck his name is, he gets up in front of everybody and says, oh, the money that we're giving back is money that we seized. It's not taxpayer dollars. It's money we seized, and it's been held overseas, and this money is only good. They promised us the money, and we can control it. The money that we are giving back to Iran, because we now pay we pay our hostages. We're now giving that money back to Iran. Iran is going to be releasing 5 Iranian Americans, or Americans that Iran was holding, but I think 2 of them have joint citizenship. And it's weird because I heard something else saying that they've all been charged. Oh, but now I understand. It's because we are giving them five Iranians that the United States has charged with being enemies of the state. We have this pattern with the Biden administration of giving over terrorists, which is just fucking insane. Just insane. Someone said, so what? We could have put the same money into our economy. No, because it's not our money. It was never our money. We never had, constructive possession of that money. It was never in our system or anything like that. It was not ours. We seized it from Iran. But I can't believe that and we're supposed to have confidence that they're not going to use the money to plan attacks against the United States. That's literally what John Kirby said. He's like, the money is going to be used for humanitarian crisis. It's not going to be used for weapons. It's not going to be used for arms. It's not going to be used for any of that. And I'm thinking to myself, how stupid are you? These people literally march up and down the streets chanting "Death to America." Like, how hard would it be for them to send over $200 million to humanitarian business that Iran already funds, through their budget? And so instead of Iran funding them, they keep that money, and it's just so stupid. Someone said they got us distracted. We are screwed. I think China and Russia are going to bring us down. I don't think it's going to be China or Russia. I think we will bring ourselves down. I firmly believe that. We're doing more damage to our country right now than any other foreign, foreign country. Think about it. Think about it. We are doing more damage every day. Our economy is crumbling. They keep saying it's great. Inflation's not rising at the level it is. Blah blah blah. It still is. It's still rising. But I firmly believe we, as Americans, and everybody, not just Democrats, we as Americans are literally destroying our country from within. That's the whole expression, destroying from within. That's what we are doing right now. Republicans are doing the same fucking thing because we can't concede any sort of position to Democrats, which we have to, because this isn't just a conservative country. It's a country of opportunity. It's a country that's supposed to be open. Fuck, I sound like a liberal. I actually, no, I don't, because liberals don't even talk about that. You know what I'm saying. I think you guys know what I'm saying. It is sanctioned oil money from frozen. They want death to Israel. Yeah. I mean, the money that we released to Iran was not our money. It's not taxpayer money. It's not our money at all. It was their money. We seized it. Should have never given it back. Since when do we pay for? Since when do we negotiate with terrorists? They are a terrorist. I believe they are all literally, qualified as terrorists. What is it? Designated terrorists. I think they're a terrorist state, according to the United States. And yet we're releasing money to them, just like we did last year too. It's so stupid. So stupid. All these rising costs are in the Reduction Act bill. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. This level of infighting makes us look weak to the rest of the world. Yeah, it absolutely does. And you know what? Because some of the other times when we all got, like, when the country wasn't doing really well, you know what actually unified the country? War. But the problem is we've ruined our fucking military over the past 3 or 4 years. With all the vaccination requirements for the military, and half of the military bounced because they didn't want to do it, sending all the Afghani refugees into military bases where they get to utilize. Because I know I talked to one Marine that was upset about it. I did a live stream with it, where they took all the Afghan refugees out of Afghanistan, put them in a military base in California and Camp Pendleton. And outside of Camp Pendleton, you have hundreds of veterans that aren't allowed to go into the base and use any services, while all these Afghan refugees are using those same services. It's just insane. We just have this really backwards way of trying to fix our country. It's so crazy because you can't even see the mountains out that way anymore, because I think a storm is coming in. Sandstorm. Joe Biden ran for president to help hide the family's crimes and make more money peddling his position. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. Someone said China running TikTok, sitting back with feet up, laughing. See, like, the whole TikTok thing doesn't even fucking faze me. I use TikTok. I'm on TikTok. Not as much now that I drive, but I'm on TikTok. I got followers there. I've actually made more money on TikTok than I have on fucking YouTube as of late. But and everyone's like, oh, trying to this, trying to that, trying to this, trying to that. Our fucking, do you guys not pay attention to what's happening to this country right now? The White House sends out a letter or a memo to the media outlets telling them that they need to focus more on and scrutinize Republicans. the White House, and not even just the White House. The office of the White House counsel was the one who put that out. It's fucking insane, dude. Someone said, Steve, are you an owner operator? Fuel price is getting you. Yeah, fuel's fucking stupid. Yeah, my van is fucking bouncing because the storm is coming. Yeah, fuel is fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Gas prices here, because I'm not paying diesel because, dude, that's crazy, man. It's like, can't even see the goddamn mountain over there. It's a big dust storm. Wind's picking up. Fucking hurricane, lightning bolts. Yeehaw! Yeah, but gas is expensive. Out here, gas, I think at the Loves, where I am now, I think gas is $4.30 something cents. It's expensive. Anyway, speaking of expensive, if you want to support the stream, you can do so. Remember, Biden says our economy is doing really well. So even if you're watching on YouTube, you can send a YouTube super chat if you want to make it really nice and easy. Or you can click that link that's in your chat right there, and you can do a Cash App or Venmo. I'll give you a big shout out when you do it too. If I get a super big one, maybe I'll fucking I don't know. Like I told my wife, I was like, if I make $700, that's what it would cost me for fuel to go back. I was like, I'll just fucking bring a fucking bang back. Fuck this shit. I hate sitting. It's the worst part about this fucking job. I'll be honest with you. It's the worst part of the job. Nanner said it's almost a dollar higher. Yeah, Ohio. Some places in Ohio were three. I think the lowest I saw was 313. And so when I combined all my discounts, the Uplift or whatever it is, the Upside app combined with the Love's discount plus my fuel card, all of those all together, I ended up paying like $2.92 for a gallon of gas, which is pretty good, you know. But like at Love's, I get 10 cents off, and Love's does like for this one. Let's watch the Upside app. I've made it's not like I've made money on Upside because I didn't, because it was my money that I paid out in the first place. But let's see what the discount is, because Upside does most Loves, not all of them, but most. See what the discount is. Oh, they may not do one. Let's see. 2 cents a gallon. So I get 2 cents a gallon off, so that brings it to $4.37 because it's $4.39 plus my 10-cent discount. So I get $4.27 is what I'll have to pay for gas, and I'm gonna end up I've burned an eighth of a tank just sitting here for a couple hours. Hopefully, the shitty weather that's coming, hopefully that weather will mellow it down. Someone said you should just go to Trump rallies and do live streams. Nah, I don't want to. What I want to do now, and like if I had like an angel, financial angel that was just like, here, Steve, do what you got to do. What I would do now, in all reality, is well, I don't know. What I would probably do, the whole reason I did this was we had a 2-year plan. My 2-year plan, I was just going to go out, I was going to bust my ass, I was going to drive as much as I could. I thought I'd be making more money than I am currently making, but whatever. And I was going to bust my ass, pay off the cars, pay off my wife's student loans, and pay off the rest of the business stuff, like the store. I still have a lease for the store, so I got to pay that, those kind of things. And that was the plan. But you can't do that because I'm not making as much money as I thought it was. And purely because I just assumed that when I would deliver a load, I'd get another load that day, you know. Someone said Ukraine guy coming to DC so Joe can give him more money. Okay, so I don't care about Zelensky. I don't care about any of that shit. I care that we are infighting. I care that we are destroying our own country from within. Fuck Ukraine, fuck Russia, fuck China, fuck Taiwan, fuck every other country. I don't care about any of them. But yeah, so that's the plan. However, I'm incredibly homesick, which it's not going away. I thought it would, because normally the past couple of weeks it did. I'd have like a bout of it, like a day of being homesick and just being like, what am I doing here? But then when my son got tossed during his football game the other day and hurt his wrist, I got really mad. I was like, I shouldn't be doing this. I should be at home, you know, but it is what it is. Yeah, outside threat might bring this country together, sadly. I know. That's a worry too. Because I did say that earlier. That's the one thing that unifies this country is war or conflict or terror attack or something like that. Think about it. Some of the worst places we've been in as a country, war or terror or something happened and it unified us. So I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. But again, if you want to support the stream, you can do so via the link in the chat. Just put it out there. If every single person that's watching right now did $10, just $10. If every single person watching right now did $10, it would make a huge difference. But yeah. Erica did the pizza emoji. I do want pizza. That's the thing about Loves that sucks. I have bought some of the pizza from like the Flying J's. It's fucking good. I don't care who you are right there. That's some good ass pizza. I like it. It's crazy. I have an 11-month-old. Come help me load my trailer and sell my house. I'll pay you after my house sells. It might sell fast. Everyone is moving here. PM me if you want. What? I don't do moving anymore. It's windy right now. It's fucking gnarly. Whatever that is, like you can't even see anything. You barely could see the cars or anything over there too, which sucks because I got pissed. Like check it out. Can you see that? Let me see. I can't zoom in. I should have used the other one. You can't see. You barely could see anything over there. Why is it doing that? I'm pointing it over there, but it's showing the van. Oh, it's mirrored. That's why. So it's a cabin fever in the van. Austin said, Steve, if you're ever in Oklahoma, shoot me a message. You send pallets around sometimes. Jackie with a Cash App sent $10. Shout out to you. Deborah is still our top dono. Everyone say thank you, Jackie. Someone said, I remember your excitement when you first got stars during the riots. Yeah, right. That was a whole different thing though, because it was different. It was different. I try to give shout outs now, but we stopped doing the stars and really stopped doing Facebook and all, or YouTube because we didn't want a bunch of people making money when they won't even allow me to be monetized on their platforms. I should have never did that. That's when revenue stopped a little bit. When I did that, when I accepted Facebook stars, remember we would have the 100,000. What was it? 100,000 stars? Because I think that was like $1,000. I was like, I did 100,000 in 100 days. No, what was it? I don't know. But we had several days where we did 1,000 stars in a day. No, 10,000. No, 100,000 stars. Someone said, keep your head up, man. It gets rough on the road. Yeah, I'll be honest. It's just not the fact that I'm psyching myself out of getting a load tomorrow, which is the worst part. Because I've never had one where I deliver and then go and pick up the same day. It's just never happened. Maybe it will. But maybe they'll just route me by home and I could see my family and all that stuff for a couple of days too. Because it hasn't even been that long. It's only been like fucking 3 weeks. This will be the third week this weekend, which is part of the issue, Because I haven't seen my son. Yeah, he had 3 football games. Can you see me rocking? That's because of the fucking wind outside. Now, Acting a little bit. That's crazy, man. And it's sunny on that side. 1 star is equal to 1 penny. Yeah, yeah, on Facebook. Did I get stuck in Vegas like I hoped you would? No, I don't know yet because I still have the load. I deliver tomorrow. But I did call dispatch this morning and they said they're looking. That's what they told me. They said I'm the only truck in Vegas, so it should be good. Only truck with our company. So that means I'll be the first one out. So if another truck delivers, as long as I get my freight off before them, I'll be the first one out. But then I called the night or the afternoon dispatch and I asked, reminded them that I was out looking for a load or, that I'm delivering tomorrow. And I asked them if they're looking for a load. And they're like, yeah, we don't really look for a load until you deliver. We prioritize all the people that are empty. And then I'm like, what the fuck? It's, because I wouldn't have taken this load, or I should have just been like, all right, yeah, I'll take the load, but you got to include $400 for fucking fuel. Because then I would have deadheaded somewhere else. But who knows? Someone said be dangerous because flash floods. I'll go swimming. Matt said you could always do video games. We made a whopping $236 so far this year. Woo! $236 a year in the year. I wouldn't even be able to live stream. Shit, the fucking software cost me more than that. Just this software that I use to restream is $99 a month. It's crazy. LJ said I have not seen my family in 2 years. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It's it's not for everybody. And I'll be honest. All the times that I did trucking, I was never away this long. Not a once. I was never away this long, which is pretty crazy in itself, isn't it? That because again, I own the company. You know, you should do a show about the streamers covering the riots where they now show. I'll be honest. The riots were not my favorite thing. Sure, I made a lot of money. We donated a shit ton of money. And so it was good in that regard. But it was. I feel like that was like the demise of my interest in politics beginning then, because for nearly a year, I highlighted nightly the worst part of America ever. And I hate it. I hate that I even did that. Do you know what I mean? But it would be cool. But I hate that. Matt said maybe get one of those cheap deals on a room in Vegas. I'll be honest. I was going to do that, but my wife said no. I found a hotel room right on the strip for fucking $60. So I called the lady, the boss lady, and said, "Hey, babe, should I just get a hotel?" Because when I first pulled in here, there was meth heads. I was nervous. Having meth heads parked next to me when I got a shit ton of fucking stuff in the truck. But my wife said nope. She's like, suffer in the van. Essentially, that was her thoughts. That's what she's a boss. Because if it was up to, well, I mean, it is up to me, but it's ironically, I started doing the driving to get away from talking about politics, but then after only spending like a week or two away and not talking about politics, I got back into it. And now I'm in the truck talking about politics. I could be talking about politics at home, and I would be making more if I did it at home because I could do a better show. Like I'm limited to what I could do here. And I can't like research everything and all that stuff. Someone said, when my husband first became an OTR driver, he was gone for 5 weeks at a time, then home for a 72-hour reset. Yeah, yeah. Even my truckers, I didn't have any over the road guys. When we dispatched, we did, but I got them home every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, like clockwork. And I never let my truck sit. Even the dispatch ones, they didn't sit. Maybe an hour while I was doing paperwork or something like that. Someone said a thief stole my wife's credit card, but I let him keep it because he spends less money than she does. That's funny. That's funny. I noticed you went a little crazy. No one could do that and not be affected by all this BS. Yeah, I did go a little nuts because it sucks, man. Because I care, and to be honest, it's because I was arguing with my wife about running for Congress. Like we had heated arguments about it because I'm like, I need to do something, you know. And then once I decided to go the education route, and to be honest, I enrolled in college already because I decided that I just wanted to get a degree. And then, I figured out the education is the way I want to go. And yeah, so like, because I could easily substitute teach all day because I'm set up as a sub. I could substitute. I can get my business endorsement and then take a job as a teacher, teaching business, and that would be a good thing because that would be a salary benefited, pension teaching gig while I finish my degree. But I could also do a show every single day, or I could coach and I could do all the other stuff. I don't know, but it is what it is. I have this financial goal that I need to achieve, which is essentially I lessened it because I wanted to pay off all the cars and all that, but that's not going to happen because we just had to buy another car because the Jeep died, so we bought a brand new car, which fucking stupid, but we had no fucking choice. I look like I'm in a spaceship. I am. I'm going to fucking Mars, didn't you hear? Yeah, but if you want to support the stream, April just put a link in there. I'll give you a big shout out on the show too, and you can know you're just helping me and my family. That's what the money's going towards. Me and my family. Unless I make like $700 tomorrow, then it's going to gas. Because if that's the case, then you guys would see a live produced show back home. Because I just drive home. I just spend all the money and drive right back home. Just be like, I gotta go home, boys and girls. I'll deadhead all the way there. $700 in fuel is what it would cost me. Fucking insane. Insane. Fuel is expensive. Let's see. Go back home, find something to do around your home life is too short to be away from your family. Yeah. Well, I already have a job with the school district. I could go and just teach. I'll be honest, like I said, you guys want me to go home? I'll go home. I'll go. Who is this one? I don't. My phone just beeped, but I don't know if someone. It didn't like update. Oh, Erica, with the pizza. Was that you, or was that an old one? What? What? Oh, Joe. No, that's old. Joe was old. I don't know. I think my phone vibrated, but it wasn't a new one. I know. I know. I thought about it. Like this week was the first week where I was like, "Fuck." But like I said, I'm already a substitute teacher in our county. I already got approved by the school board and all that stuff. So it's kind of like I have a job, except it doesn't make much. It's like $500 a week. However, I'm not making much more than that doing this shit when I'm just sitting. Someone said, "How long have I been out there in Vegas?" I don't know, like an hour, maybe 2 hours. Started doing homework. But yeah, like 2 hours. I deliver tomorrow morning. I don't deliver today, so I still have freight. So I couldn't even take a load right now if they had one, which is probably why they don't look right now. It's expedited stuff, so it's different. The name on Cash App is freightbrokerlive.com. Freightbrokerlive.com. Or no, yeah, not .com. It's the @ symbol freightbrokerlive. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. Actually, you know what I can do? Watch. You want to see what it is? Yeah. Haven't used this one in a while. Boom. Wait. Boom. Ah, you can't see it because the fucking ticker's gone. Caption. How do I remove the ticker? Where's the ticker? This one? Boom. Boom. There. Ugh. via Cash App, Freight Broker Live, or Venmo. And you can scan those with your phone right there if you want. You can scan either one, and it'll open up the app right on your phone. Bada boom, bada bing, you know? Let me see. Someone said, do what old men do and just go sit in some AC and save some cash. I think that windstorm is already gone because I see the mountains again over there. Not over there, but over there I do. And it looked like it drizzled. It didn't rain though. But no, I'll probably use the restroom and then I'll move all the stuff, hang the TV back up because I have to put the down when I'm driving because it just vibrates and annoys me. Someone said, is the stream dead? Is the stream dead or is it still live? I don't even know. Christy with a $20 Cash App. Thank you, Christy. I don't know if it's live. What are you watching on TV this week? I was still watching that show, Rogue. Rogue is good, but I finished it. I've watched the last episode like 4 times because I keep falling asleep at certain parts of it. But yeah, Rogue. I've been watching Breaking Bad as well. My son, and I don't really like Breaking Bad because I don't like the main actor in Breaking Bad, whatever his name is. Which is weird because I watched another show, Your Honor, that had him in it too, and I always just didn't like him as the actor. Shows are good, just he's not. But I can't. I think I'm on the 3rd or 4th season of Breaking Bad, and I can't figure out if I like it. I watched the Attorney one, the spinoff of that, something about Saul. That one. That's good. Austin said Netflix has a spy story show and it's good. Yeah, but it's a documentary. I don't like documentaries. If you're talking about that, the new one that just came out, Austin. I think it's a documentary style. I don't like documentaries. Try not to watch them that much. Not a big fan. But I'm also getting tired too because I drove all day. Although it's only 7 o'clock here. And I know if I go to bed now, I'm going to wake up early as shit. Justified is a great show. It's not even a good show. It's a great show. April said, your husband got mad at Netflix, canceled our account, and deleted the app. I really wanted to see the second season of Lincoln Lawyer. That's a good show, too. That's a good show, too. Someone said, you don't think he's good in Malcolm in the Middle? I've never watched Malcolm in the Middle. That's how I can tell all of you who he is if you've never watched it. The second season of Lincoln Lawyer was good, but it was a little. I won't give you spoilers just in case you get us something. But Austin said, yes, that's it. I'm weird and like documentaries. You're good. All right, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Again, if you do want to support the stream, you can do so via the link in the chat. It should be in the chat, also on your screen via Cash App or Venmo. I appreciate all of you guys. Someone said, what state did I like the best on the trip to Nevada? I liked today's drive from Denver. I was just north of Denver last night when I stopped. From Denver to here. Like, if you follow me on Facebook or even Twitter, I put a photo out this morning on Facebook and Twitter, and that's what I woke up to. And I couldn't even see shit. So, like, when I parked last night, everything was dark. I couldn't see anything. And then when I woke up, I was like, holy shit, Colorado. Like, so check out that picture. The Bosch, I think that's how you say it. Sassy asked about it. That's a good show too. And there was a spin-off where after he stopped, he wasn't a cop anymore, he became a private eye. That show was pretty good, but I never finished it. But that was on Amazon's thing. R. Brooks said, I saw that view. That was awesome. I took a lot of photos today, actually. Um, one of the coolest ones, let me see if I can find it real quick. Gallery. Like, I mean, look at, can you see that? Like, look at that. That's pretty freaking cool. Like, that's just me when I'm driving. That's the highway. That's Interstate 15. With the rocks, and the highway's just cut out in the rocks. Like that, just flat. I mean, it is cool to see. Like, you don't see that in Virginia. Right. I mean, Texas, you guys probably see it like that, where it's all flat. You don't see that in Virginia. So, like, when I was taking the pictures, I was like, man, this is pretty trippy. Just, like, wide open like that the whole way. And then this was one of the rest areas where I stopped. And that was nice. And then this was my, no, which one was it? This one. That's what I woke up to. Like, it looks like a photo from, like, a movie. Like, from Yellowstone or some shit. Yeah, can I get it so it's better? Like, look. That's the real view that I had this morning. You know? It was pretty cool. And this phone takes really good photos too. So I'm gonna keep that. There was a rail car that turned over. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully everyone's okay. As a reminder, last chance. If you guys want to support this stream, you can do Cash App or Venmo. I really do appreciate it if you do it. It is a great way to support the channel. It's a great way to keep this show going. I think we're pretty close to our daily goal. Let me double check. Because basically, if we make our daily goal, you're guaranteed to have a show tomorrow. So, did that over there, and then, which is my daily goal is $100. Not that great. Some of the other shows, they do a lot more. So we are $25 away from our daily goal. Can we get an additional $25? And then I'll do a show tomorrow. Can we get an additional $25? Cash App, Venmo. The link's in all the chats right now. Let's see. Can we do it? Can we do it? Let's see. Let's see, because we're at $75. Can we get to $100 for the day? I feel like I'm forgetting to talk about something that I wanted to talk about, and I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was, but I feel like there was some. Let's see if we can get that extra $25. I haven't got it yet. It was odd in Utah how there was a mountain here and a mountain there. The rest of it was flat. Yeah. The flood is crazy. Oh, yeah. Libya? Is Libya where the flood was? They're estimating 5,400 people dead, right? It's fucking insane, dude. And then was the flood Libya or the flood? No, Morocco had the earthquake, right? I think Morocco had an earthquake. They lost 2,000 plus people. If you guys want to support the stream, we're $25 away from our daily goal. You can click the link in the chat. But I'll probably still go live. We ended the daily goal yesterday, or ended the show yesterday with exactly the daily goal. Actually, I wonder if anyone sent a PayPal. Because if someone sent a PayPal, then we may have reached our daily goal. No PayPal. So we're not there. This list of important things looks something like AI, world governments, war, politics, big business, fake media. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Someone said 20,000 is the estimate. Link in chat doesn't work. What do you mean? Yes, it does. This one. It's also in the description of the video. Whoever said it doesn't work in the chat, Emma, it's also in the description of the video. If you click on the description, you'll see the link to the link tree. But yeah, if you guys want to support the stream, that would be super awesome. We're 25 bucks away from our daily goal. We'll see if it happens. If it does happen, you're guaranteed to see me tomorrow. And if it doesn't happen, someone said when you click it, it doesn't take you to a site. I don't know what you mean. I'll click on it to even see. Oh, I can't. Here, let me click on. Let me go over here. Just open up one of my live streams. Just double checking. Yeah, it does. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Here's the link, and I just verified it works. So there you go. But yeah, 25 bucks away from daily goal. What time is it? 7 o'clock. So does it get that dark at 7 o'clock, or is it just because there's a hell of a storm coming? Like, what do you think? Does it get that dark at 7 o'clock? Holy shit, this GoPro is hot as fuck. I think that's a storm. Which I should end this stream so I can go to the bathroom. But I'm trying to see if we can make our daily goal. Can we make our fucking daily goal? We're 25 bucks short. 5 of you that do $5 each, that gets us to our daily goal. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. Okay, last one is blue and takes you to a link. You want to see the storm? Yeah, I don't want to put the camera out on other people, though. Was it around 7 here when the sun was setting? All right, well, I got to go to the bathroom, and I want to do it before it starts pouring, so I'm going to go and do that. Hopefully, we can get our daily goal done. So if you are watching, trying to figure it out, Cash App, Venmo. My Cash App is Freight Broker Live, all one word. Venmo is just my name, Steve Oatley. It's a lot easier. Oh, what's this? Brian. Oh, so we're 15 bucks away. Brian with a $10 Venmo. But let's see if someone does it after I leave. But I gotta go use their bathroom. I've been holding it since I started the live stream. So I'm gonna go take a leak real quick and then be done for the day. Just do some homework and go to bed. I gotta eat some food too. I'm hungry. But thank you everyone for contributing today. And I will see all of you tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be a quick video where I say I got a load, I'm on the road, something like that. Yeah. Because I don't want to be sitting. I really don't. Anyway, I'll see you later. I'm worried about that storm. That sky is dark. But all right. Bye.